What did you learn from your first Olympic experience?
A few things. One is, as I said before, everything relates back to kind of where you've come from in your culture. Like I come from two different cultures, and so I love culture, and I love people, and I love people's differences and stuff like that. So when you go to Olympic Village and you have people from Jamaica, people from from South America, Central America, Africa, Asia, you just analyze every different culture.
Hmm.
And I'm sitting down like on the track, I'm trying to analyze the cultures that do well in the sport. So I'm looking at Jamaica, and Usain Bolt, of course, is there, and they're just having a ball, have music loud, and they're just dancing. I'm like, mate, like the Olympics haven't even started. What are these guys celebrating about? Like, surely. And then you look at like the East Africans, which is my background. Like you see the Kenyans and stuff like that. I'm like, they look so shy and nervous because they're kind of quiet. But like when they get on the track, they're not that quiet
They're the
anymore. Like
boss.
like it's the beast mode activated. And I'm like, who do I want to be like? I'm like, of course I want to be like the Jamaicans because they just look like they're having a ball, not like the Kenyans. And the little do I know, like the Kenyans win my event. It's like, well, maybe it's not about being Jamaicans or being the Kenyans, just being yourself. So that was number one. Like, it's still appreciate different cultures and understand them, but understand like you're there because of you, and you can't be anyone else. Like it's okay to get inspiration from like Patty Mills, from Usain Bolt, whatever it is, to get some insights. But you can't be someone else. It takes so much energy to try to be other people. So
Brilliant
that was
explanation, Pete. That's a brilliant. We
that
have
was
so many kids listen to this show, and I hope they're listening to what Peter's saying here. That is a brilliant explanation, mate.
and it's great. And then number two, I think, was like, uh, I guess, you train for 5 years, whatever it took me to get to the Olympic Games, and I'm there getting excited about like McDonald's and getting excited about like free haircuts and stuff like that. It's it's like there's a word called balance. Like you gotta balance that. It's okay to have fun. It's okay. In fact, the whole journey should be fun, but you gotta know when to switch on and you gotta know when to switch off. It's the same at school. Like you gotta know when to switch on and when to switch off, and if you can learn to do that, it take you a long way. Like I think I just didn't know how to do that, and it was fine because it was my first games. So it's hard. And then number three is what I spoke about earlier, that like I don't know what medals and what races I've won or lost. Like in fact, like my Commonwealth Games medal, I almost left it in Europe because right after the race, I gave it to my agent. I said, hold it because I'm going on a training camp. And when I was leaving Germany, he's like, "Do you want your medal?" And I almost forgot to bring it back. It was like, but I remember like every single journey. Like I remember that story with Paddy Mill pretty well. But like you asked me, what time did you run in that day? I don't know what time exactly I ran. I know it was 1:49 something, but I don't know. I don't know what time I even ran to win silver at the Commonwealth Games, and that was only a few weeks ago. But I remember like the heats. I remember leading up to it. I remember the people and everything like that. So that's pretty important. So I guess be yourself. Embrace the journey is so important. Super, super important. Yeah, and just learn to keep things balanced, like fun and entertaining, but don't neglect training because you got to still put in the work.
Hey guys, Howie here. Thank you so much for watching the Howie Games YouTube channel. We appreciate your support. Now, if you want to hear the full podcast, you can just click on the link directly below. If you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, which would be fantastic, bang, click right there. And if you want to see more clips, highlights and updates from the Howie Games, just go that way. Thanks so much. As always, take it easy and peace and love.